So, fellas, today I'm going to be teaching you how to master conversation skills with women and how to never run out of things to talk when you're talking with them. Now, there are three rules that you need to follow. And the first rule is you need to keep the burden of conversation onto her. Now, what I mean by that is that you are keeping the conversation where she's the one that's talking at least 80% of the time and you're just asking her questions about herself. As long as you do this, this keeps the conversation flowing and this takes the pressure and anxiety off of you to hold a conversation because she's just going to sit there, flap her mouth, and talk about herself. The second one is you listen and you talk off the things that she's giving to you. Now, if you're sitting there and she's talking and you're not listening and you're just thinking about how big her breast is or how you're going to bend her over, then you're not going to be able to keep a conversation, and then it's going to get boring and you're going to look like a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. But if you're actually listening, she's going to give you things to talk about. So if you're asking her a question like, how was her day? And she said, her day was fine. And she went out, she went to the mall, and you're like, oh, what did you buy at the mall? She's like, I bought some clothes. I went to Forever 21. I went here and there, and they'd be like, "Why did you go to those stores? Those stores are trash." And then she was like, "Oh no, I like those stores." You see how I'm having a conversation with myself? The third rule is you make statements. So, for an example, let's say she's talking and she's flapping her mouth. For an example, drinks, and you make a statement like, "You look like you a bad girl when you drink." That's gonna start a whole new conversation. She's gonna start telling you stories about the bad things that she did when she was drunk, and then you can start telling her a little bit of stories, the things that you did when you was drunk. If you want to learn more game, just click the link in my bio. If you want a girl to become obsessed with you and serve you, then cop my most popular product by clicking the link in my bio.